Why in the world was a January 6th defendant allowed to leave the country? More than 1,400 people have been charged with federal crimes as a result of the January 6, 2021 Capitol insurrection, with over 540 of them receiving jail time. But one lucky defendant who was indicted in May is getting a nice overseas vacation. The Miami New Times reports that Barbara Balmaceda, a Florida woman and GOP strategist, received permission on July 19 from U.S. District Judge John Bates to go on her honeymoon to Spain and Italy for 2 weeks beginning on August 29 and ending on September 13. Balmaceda was arrested in December and indicted by a federal grand jury on May 22 on 5 charges related to the riots, including corrupt obstruction of an official proceeding, knowingly entering and remaining in a restricted building, and engaging in disorderly conduct in a Capitol building with the intent to impede a session of Congress. One of those charges was a felony, which Bates mentioned in his decision. Particularly relevant to the court's conclusion are 1. The uncertain status of defendant's sole felony charge, 2. Defendant's ties to the United States and apparent lack of ties outside the United States, and 3. Defendant's compliance with her conditions of release to date, wrote Bates. Prosecutors disagreed, noting that Balmaceda did not have to post bail and is neither under home detention nor a GPS monitor, and that other January 6 defendants have had overseas travel requests denied. The government acknowledges that Ms. Balmaceda's honeymoon abroad would be a nice trip to celebrate her marriage, but that does not mitigate the severity of Ms. Balmaceda's actions before, on, and after January 6, 2021, and the interest in having recourse if Ms. Balmaceda violates her conditions. Prosecutors Matthew Graves and Taylor Fontan wrote in a motion to deny Balmaceda's request. According to the FBI, Balmaceda created a Telegram chat that included Florida State Senator Elena Garcia and some Miami area Proud Boys in the months before January 6, and on the day of the riots, climbed on equipment set up for President Joe Biden's inauguration while wearing a pink gaiter. So why was Balmaceda's request granted? Is it because Balmaceda is well-connected? What Bates didn't mention is that, despite having ties to the Proud Boys, Balmaceda also interned for Senator Marco Rubio from 2018 to 2019, helped to organize Ron DeSantis' 2018 run for governor of Florida, and was a campaign manager for Garcia's successful Florida State Senate run in 2020. Other January 6th defendants can't say they similarly got to go on their honeymoon abroad. Maybe Balmaceda will also try to use her connections to escape serious punishment, or, if Donald Trump wins in November, will try to score a pardon.